So indeed, we found out that Sylvanas decided to betray none other than Arthas himself while he was summoned by the Lich King to make his way to Northrend. Chapter 4, the return to Northrend. 3 weeks later, King Arthas' ragged fleet drops anchor off the icy southern coast of Northrend.
Northrend. It feels like a lifetime since I was last here. Something out there is threatening the Lich King. We must reach Icecrown quickly.
My king, we'll need to establish a base here first. But this island is nearly devoid of resources.
What the? They look like high elves. What are they doing here?
Prince Arthas, we are the Blood Elves. We have sworn to avenge the ghost of Quel'Thalas. This dead land will be cleansed.
Northrend belongs to the Scourge, elf. You made a terrible mistake by coming here. Slay them!
Onward for the Scourge. Slay them in Ner'zhul's name.
Who the?
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks for the assistance, Mighty One.
The Lich King sent me to aid you, Death Knight. I am Anub'arak, ancient king of Azjol-Nerub.
I welcome your aid, Anub'arak, but we have little time for pleasantries. We must reach Icecrown immediately.
None other than Anub'arak right here, a level 3 Crypt Lord. So first off, he's got Impale, slams the ground with the Crypt Lord's massive claws. Oh, we gotta destroy the Blood Elves' island stronghold? Alright, we can try and do so. Anyway, so he's got Impale, he's got Spiked Carapace, and hands to the Crypt Lord's chitinous armor with organic barbs, giving the Crypt Lord 3 bonus armor and returning 50% of the melee attack damage to enemies. Ooh, he's very spiky. Kinky. And last but not least, he's got the Carrion Beetles. Progenerate 1 beetle from a target corpse. Beetles have 140 hit points and deal 8 to 9 damage, and beetles are permanent until killed. Crypt Fiends now have the ability to burrow. Oh, cool. I didn't even know they had that. Alright, that's awesome. So we got a bunch of meat wagons. We've of course got Arthas himself, who is currently at level 7. And I highly doubt that he's going to be capable of getting any kind of experience here. Apparently, we do have a level on him to get. I'm kind of tempted to actually pick up the Unholy Aura, just because it requires a little bit less micro. And generally speaking, it should be very, very powerful. There's an undead shipyard over here. And it looks like we are maybe on a bit of an island ourselves as well. There's some water at least surrounding, yeah, the majority of this area so far. We'll do a bit of exploration. So, at least I get 2 heroes here. I was going to say, is he going to make his way all the way up north all by himself? But apparently that is not quite the case. We do, of course, have got a couple of these meat wagons as well. But I got to make sure, I want to check here whether or not Arthas can gain experience. I got to make sure that I feed Anub'arak here, right? Because he's currently got no items, he got nothing. So we'll make a bit of a move for it and see what's going on here. So our main objective is to destroy the base up to the north, right? Now I'm assuming here that we're gonna need to use our troops for this. Arthas indeed does not gain any experience. I should probably just run him away. Yo, Arthas. If we let him stay, he's just gonna share experience right here as well, which is a bit of a pain. So I'd rather make sure that Arthas does not take any of the XP right here that should otherwise go to Anub'arak. Sadly, they don't actually have got the what's it called? The cannibalize ability available right now. That's okay though. We'll leave Arthas right over here in that corner. I guess he can be a glorified healer at this point, while he does help out everyone else here as well. I think we're gonna do some exploration without him for the time being. I wonder if I actually will be able to make my way all the way up north, just like that. What are my objectives? So first off, I just gotta destroy the Blood Elves Island Stronghold. Then there is also an undiscovered quest, as well as a main quest right there that we will still need to complete. So we are on a little tiny island. Can we potentially move onwards over here? Oh yeah, look at that. There's a polar bear. I mean, these are not doing particularly well right now, Anub. Indubitably, they're not doing that. Indubitably, is that what he says? I'm pretty sure that's what he says. Ooh, a giant polar bear here as well. We'll raise some corpses while killing all the rest of these. Where are you going? I shouldn't be killing polar bears, I know. It's a bad idea. Oh, sadly I thought I could micro that guy away, but At least Anub'arak is getting a bunch of XP from this, as well as a ring of protection. Alright. Oh, actually, this island just keeps on going here. Alright, can you please move up there? Okay, and you two, or you guys as well. All of you, moving onwards. Once again, we do have these Skeletal Mages right now, which is super helpful. And I guess I'll start spawning some of these dudes as well. Just some of these beetles. They are very helpful. Of course, the Impale, though, is usually the main reason. I believe it's considered an interrupt and whatnot as well, which is one of the main reasons why, you know, Anub'arak is so very powerful. But we are killing quite a lot of these things. We're destroying a lot of the minions. Getting some gold. And I guess I'll take down all of these tents as well. Already is about halfway to level 4. That's very good. Oh, apparently we can actually attack the igloos. First we kill a bunch of polar bears, and now we're also killing igloos. Man, we're bad people. Look at that. They even made a little snowman. Ooh, there's some gold here. Get that. 250. Not bad. Alright, next up, I think it is time to hop on our boats and sail towards this red elven base. Now, there are a couple of ships here available. So I've got first off the transport ship, then we've got the frigate as well. We have seen those, but there's a new one called the Undead Battleship. So this is going to be a siege kind of thing. And I think I'm actually going to be capable of shooting down all of these towers using these ships alone already. So what I'll go ahead and do is purchase another battleship, and I guess we'll spend the rest of our money here on just simply getting a whole lot of these other dudes out as well. We'll put our troops here inside of these boats. And I guess we'll try and see if we can clear the way with these ships here first. So this is going to be a little bit funny. I'm going to go ahead here and make sure that I save just because we can. But I want to see if this is possible at all, because I'm pretty sure these ships are going to be rather powerful. So if I'm not mistaken, these undead battleships do not shoot up. So that's why we got the frigates. But let's see how good they do against these towers. There's apparently also a Blood Elf frigate over there, but we can deal with that. How long is the range damage, though? Ooh. There we go. This is kind of strange. This is a little bit different. Yeah, look at that. They can indeed kill all of these towers before the enemies get proper range on them. And I guess we can do the same right here to these archers, while they can just barely reach the frigates. If it moves like this, we're just fine. So I'll make sure here to take down all of these towers before moving onwards. I guess we can do a bit of exploration. See if there's anything else going on over here. You guys just simply hang out over there. And if you could go ahead and head towards that tower, that would be very helpful. I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else we need to do in this mission. Well, I'm sure there is going to be something that we need to do, but there we go. These battleships are actually really powerful. Look at them. They do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. In particular to buildings, but they've got a lot of HP as well, so that doesn't necessarily make them weak against anything, you know, that's not a siege target. There we go. Taking all of this down just fine. Can you guys even take down the tower right over there? Can you reach that somehow? I think they may be able to sail over here to this little nuke. Yeah, look at that. That's super helpful. That's not bad at all. Alright, I think with that, it is time for us to unload our troops. And apparently, actually, there are some archers here once again trying to do some damage. But I think it's time for us to unload our troops and to simply start fighting close towards the edge. Because if I can have my ships helping out as well, that would make life significantly easier. There we go. You guys take down that tower, please. I will move back here for just the time being. Yep. These frigates can indeed shoot up. And I'll just try and take this a little bit safely, right? If I can have my my units not fight on any of their static defense, that does make life significantly easier. We'll raise some skeletons that can move onwards. And I guess you guys can also start fighting the tower over there. And I think this will help me out quite a bit. Very good. Yeah, we're gonna be able to clean up this base in just a matter of minutes. Also with minimal losses, which is nice. Alright, so that should be the last of these buildings over here. There's a lot of barrels located here. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm really gonna have to have a worker though if I want to try and do anything here. I mean, really? That was fine. Ooh. We get some lumber here. We get a lot of things, but
these elves are pathetic. It's no wonder we destroyed their homeland so easily.
Easy now, Arthas.
Pity I wasn't there to stop you. It's been a long time, Arthas.
Prince Kael'thas, I haven't seen you since... You lead these elves?
This group, at least. What you faced here was merely a scouting force. Defeating Lord Illidan's army will be far more difficult.
Illidan? He's behind this invasion?
He is. Our forces are vast, Arthas. Even now they march upon the Ice-Crown Glacier. You'll never make it in time to save your precious Lich King.
Oh, we will.
Consider this payment for Quel'Thalas and other insults.
Well, we'll get over there.
Make haste. My enemies draw near. Our time is almost spent. Are you well, Death Knight?
My powers are weakening, but I'll be alright. He's right. We'll never reach the glacier in time.
There is another route we might take, Death Knight. The ancient shattered kingdom of Azjol-Nerub lies deep below us. Though it has fallen on dark times, it could provide us a direct shortcut to the glacier.
We have little choice. Lead on, Anub'arak.
Nice. So here we are. And apparently we've now also gained a magical necropolis. Not a complaint whatsoever. Alright, so we're gonna have to make sure that we head over there.
Nearby. The creature may hold artifacts that could protect us on our march.
This is more like...
So I'm gonna make sure that I give a bunch of books and whatnot here to Arthas, just because he's currently level 6. He is indeed leveling down, which is a little unfortunate for us, but I guess it is how it is. I guess it is just simply the way of the game right now, where he's gonna get weaker and weaker and weaker. Hey, can we destroy the last of these crates? I guess we get a bit of time here to start building up some forces. So eventually, I'm gonna have to make my troops, or I'm gonna have to make my way towards the top left corner. Now that they have sufficient resources, you only need to break through the pass to Azjol-Nerub. Its guardians are vicious and care only for slaughter and bloodshed. Slay them and the way through the pass is clear. Then there's also an optional quest called the Dragon Horde. Slay the dragon Saviron. The ancient dragon Saviron lies within the nearby caves. There are rumors that he guards a wondrous horde of powerful items. Slay the dragon and take them for your own. Now, I've been reading the comments. It seems like some of you get a little upset when I don't get all of the bonus objectives done. Now, I personally, generally speaking, don't really care too much for the bonus objectives, as I'm sure many of you already found out. But I'll try and see if I can go ahead and complete them in this particular mission, because I am most definitely gonna need some of these items here on Anub'arak, as well as some more actually on Arthas. He's got some powerful ones, but really, as some of you pointed out, the Boots of Speed are great in multiplayer, but maybe not so much in the campaign. Regardless, though, I think we'll do some exploration, because it seems like we're quite safe here. I'm not seeing anyone attack us just yet. I'll make sure here to get myself a graveyard. And I should probably go ahead and maybe create myself a crypt as well. So we can go ahead and produce another one of those ghouls to gather some more lumber. There's also now a pendant of energy. Let's just make sure that all of these guys have got some items here that they can at least use.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Not gonna lie. Love that word. Easily one of the most badass sounding English words I've ever heard. Indubitably. I don't even know what it means. But apparently there are some dragons over here that we'll have to try and root down. And apparently root is actually, or rather the web is now an autocast, which is actually a big difference. Was that always an autocast? I think it may only be an autocast here in the Frozen Throne. Now, once again, by the way, I'm not taking Arthas here, just to make sure that we don't save or we don't share any of the upgrades. I think I'm actually gonna focus on some Crypt Fiends, which I like a lot. Oh, actually, there are going to be some Naga. Really?
Who the hell are they? I have never seen their like in Northrend before.
Huh. That is interesting. All right. Well, I don't know exactly how many counterattacks we're gonna have to worry about, but this doesn't seem particularly scary. We'll have to make sure that we get ourselves some spirit towers then. I'll make sure to get one over there as well. And actually, I forgot about the fact that for a second there, the graveyard will also be used as a lumber drop-off point. So I should really be constructing that a little bit more smartly from now on. If you could please go ahead and heal him up, that would be great. I'm looking for a dragon called Sephiron. Has anyone seen him? I don't know if anyone has. Ooh, apparently there's some issues over here now as well. But at least we got a few of these dudes. I guess we can potentially grab ourselves some more ghouls. So I just simply use my reinforcements here, which seems to work out just fine. Actually, there's quite a few troops, but they're coming in from different angles. And so far, I'm really not losing all too much just yet. And we're once again cleaning up a bunch of these dragons. So I'm really not opposed to this idea at all of like splitting up my heroes. Although I will need to continue my lumber production here. My lumber harvesting, I guess. So far though, you can clearly see my units are just fine. Anyway, I'm currently also getting the hulls of the dead right now. So I can start upgrading those. There's a bunch of frozen people. There's a Sobi mask, which is a really powerful upgrade. I like that one a lot. And I'll make sure here to get one more ghoul, and then we'll head back towards the Crypt Fiend production. And I think I also want to try and see if I can get myself some necromancers. They seem really helpful. Alright, time to move onwards. There's a blue dragon over here. That's a level 10 one. A little bit more terrifying. Not sure how much, ooh, I didn't mean to click that. Not sure how much I'm gonna end up losing here. I hope very little. But that is a very, very powerful Drake. Woo, I'm not sure if I've got enough. Alright. I'm okay with losing some troops. I'll go ahead and get the spiked carapace, I suppose. And actually, we're up against the strongest unit right there. The strongest unit of the, wow, that was a miss. If I've ever seen one. But we're up against the strongest unit right there of the Naga, as we very quickly found out ourselves. That one was awesome. I really enjoyed the mission where we could mass those. Apparently, though, I do have enough. I lost a bunch of units in the process. And only a scroll of protection? Really? Ooh, there's gonna be a lot more troops up ahead. You know what? I think I'll return here for the time being. Let me go ahead and send up some of my skeletons to sort of like scout ahead. I think we're gonna have to reinforce with a bunch of units.
Enter my
There he is.
lair. I am Sephiron, ancient servant of Malygos the Spellweaver. Explain yourselves.
Sorry we don't have time to chat, Great Worm. We've come to murder you and steal whatever artifacts you've hoarded over the centuries.
Honesty. How refreshing. None may challenge Sephiron
I do
and
like
live.
that. I do like that. Alright, we'll go ahead and get ourselves some necromancers going here. I'll upgrade some of these towers as well. But I'm gonna have to make sure that I get Arthas into that engagement too. So we'll have to wait here for just a second for some reinforcements to be available too. Because otherwise we're just not going to be able to take this one out. I think a single control group worth of units right here with a scroll of protection, a scroll of mana, it's probably going to be enough. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. A bunch of dragons. Excuse me! Excuse me, gentlemen! Let's hold target fire that one down first. We'll go for the low HP. Oh my god, they do a lot of damage, huh? Not entirely what I had anticipated. Alright, so we got that one down. Do as much damage here as you can. There's gonna be some counterattacks once again, which is a bit of a pain. But I think we're gonna be capable of dealing with those. I'm a little more worried for the engagement right over here. Can't really do a whole lot though. Can't really do a whole lot here with a lot of my troops. At least that should be the bonus objective taken care of, right? Well, almost. Please get him back. No, no, no! Are you kidding me? They're gonna fly away? No way! He flew away! Are you telling me he's gonna be back at higher HP here? Oh no, there he is. I thought for a second he was just simply gonna run away from this engagement. Actually, I should probably go ahead and use that a little more often here as well. Regardless, we are dealing with the defenses at home, and the dragon is down.
At least I still have enough power to do this.
Most impressive. But you need to conserve your energies, Death Knight. We have a long road ahead of us.
Wait, are you telling me he's gonna be in our army now? Oh! Yes, please!
What is it now?
Woo! That's good. Alright, what's that? A Horn of Clouds? Allows the hero to channel the Cloud ability, which stops an area of enemy towers from attacking for 30 seconds. So just like that. It's sort of like Blinding Cloud. Although the unit... Alright, the hero is going to be pointless while you've got that one running. I guess at some point Arthas is going to be such a low level that he will be practically pointless anyway. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that. Alright. So that bonus objective has indeed been dealt with. We've now got a massive... I actually use these guys for defense, I guess. But we now got a massive flyer joining our army here as well. I get an Altar of Darkness, which I probably should have actually had a little while ago already. I've got an Altar of Darkness here, but look at that guy. So, Severon has got himself Frost Nova, and apparently one of these guys is auto-casting. Don't really like that. He's got an ability called Frost Nova. Blast enemy units with a wave of frost that deals 50 damage to a target, as well as a bunch of Nova damage. Cold damage slows units' movement speed and attack rate for 4 seconds. And we got Freezing Breath. When used on a building, temporarily stops all building activity. Now, can I go ahead and... No, I can't quite create my own Frost Worms just yet. I guess we'll have to stick right here to the Temple of the Damned instead. Although, actually, apparently some of my... Dang it. Some of my ghouls apparently got taken care of. Okay, you guys start harvesting over there.
What is it now?
I'm gonna do some more exploration in the meantime. Yeah, so once again, Arthas' abilities are going to be very important. I don't really want him to soak all of the XP, but I think that we're gonna be capable of keeping all of my dudes alive just fine.
What is it? Fine.
And I think that Anub'arak will eventually level up here anyway, so it's all good. Whew. Apparently there's an undead shipyard once again, and I think that means that I can no longer continue with the army that I've got, and I'm instead gonna have to, you know, put all of them in ships and move around just like that. Get in those boats, little ones. Come on now. I know you're not that smart. At least your pathing isn't. But get in there. Well, I guess Sephiron doesn't really need to get in there, huh? How many units do I have to keep here? Alright, you get in there as well. We'll just simply queue up a bunch of units and we'll use those for reinforcing here instead. I'll get one more of these towers too. We'll probably have to worry about some of the counterattacks here. But I think with this set of boats, I'm gonna be more than alright. In particular with Severon right now in the sky as well, to start fighting here together. So, let's see what we've got. I love Severon, by the way. He's awesome. Easily one of the most powerful and coolest characters in lore. There's a large penguin! Kill the penguin! Oh, snap. Our town is under attack? Ooh, that's a lot of units. Maybe I should be clearing the road here first. And go from there, because... Yeah, we kind of are in... Oh, man, this is not ideal. We kind of are in some trouble here. Alright, it's okay. It's okay. We're still dealing with things. Still healing up a lot of my troops. But I'll have to do some exploration here with Severon as well as these ships, because... There's quite a bit of aggression here up ahead. So this is where we were previously, where we found the first bunch of ice bears. Or polar bears. They're actually called ice bears in Dutch. Whenever I misspeak like that, it's because, well, I'm Dutch. Is there a way for my ships to get to the other end? Ooh, apparently so.
The earthquakes have shattered a glacial wall and revealed a new waterway. Perhaps our fleet can use this to our advantage.
Well, I mean, that's what I was hoping for, right? Because otherwise I was going to have to buy new boats up north. I don't really want to deal with that. Severon is easily one of the most badass dragons in the Warcraft lore, though. So cool. Alright, so we're going to have to make sure that we load up our troops over there. I guess I'll leave some of my units at home for the time being. There's a Naga base over here, a red one, or a blue one, rather. And there's also a red base up ahead here instead. So... I'm kind of tempted here to buy some more boats and try and see if I can push here towards the western end first off. So, let me make sure to save before I spend a huge amount of resources on that. Well, I guess I don't have that many, but if I can, that would be pretty awesome. I actually do quite like this setup, though. We'll get some more of these upgrades as well. And I guess I'll go ahead and create myself another one of those battleships. And I want to make sure that I get one more frigate. Are these guys actually any supply? No, they don't cost any supply whatsoever. That's actually pretty cool. We're already closing in on a high amount of supply ourselves. So this is not bad at all. Come on. Come on. There we go. Very good. We'll do some scouting here with those. Yeah, so I am gonna have to make sure I get myself a bunch of these frigates. They're the only ones that shoot up. Oh. Well, that was less than ideal. And actually, apparently right now, there's a lot of troops just about to make their way towards my base. Now, I should be capable of keeping Severon alive here. But I'm pretty sure... Well, they are currently an Unholy Aura, which may actually heal up these ships as well. Yeah, apparently it does. Unholy Aura right there with Arthas does keep my units alive for a little while longer. But I'm losing way too many ships. Hold on. Alright, so let's see if we can move towards the west here. I've got quite a few ships, but I'm trying to dodge those Naga, okay? I'm trying to make sure that we're not gonna have to fight off against this big group of Naga that was just making its way towards my base. And we'll instead let my, my main army deal with that. So I'm trying to create as much as I can. Ideally, I'm looking for an expansion or something along those lines. There is a red base over here, but I can't... Oh, man, I can't actually reach it. I was hoping I might be able to. Warships, can you guys maybe shoot across? Not a thing? Can you shoot across, Sephiron? Well, apparently you somewhat can. I think I'm gonna have to try and take down this base here before I really do anything else. Alright, so here's the plan. We're gonna use Sephiron here to try and bait these units towards my base, okay? I don't really want the necromancers there to be in front. But if I could potentially bait these units out towards my base and kill them first, that would be very helpful. Now, Sephiron is going to end up taking some damage. We can go ahead and heal him up quite nicely. Just like that. Come on, Arthas. Give your friend a death coil. Very nice. I think that this will more than likely force all of these units out of their base. And we can also even move in with the ships here from the bottom. Which is a little funny. Not going to lie. Now, of course, Sephiron cannot die, right? We cannot let any of these units die, ideally. I can use a couple, or I can lose a couple units. That's not too big of a deal. But we are dealing a lot of damage to all of their troops right now, and we're taking out a lot of them here as well. There we go. And even though we're all fighting on the edge of glory, looks like we're dealing with it. There's probably going to be a lot of counterattacks here. So we do have to be quite safe with our engagements. Just because I only have a single base, right? Which makes this a little terrifying. Apparently I did lose my transport ships, I'm pretty sure. I'm probably going to need a couple. Okay, you guys fit in all of that? Come on! Get in there! Alright. You guys get in there. You guys get in there. And actually, you guys may just... No, you guys just barely cannot fit. I was gonna say, maybe you can, but... You just barely cannot fit. And I think it's time for us to move onwards. And see what damage we can do. So, instead of like trying to take down the towers one at a time, I'm just simply gonna unload all of my troops. Knowing that I just took down a lot of their forces. And we'll let our towers... Or let the with ships right now deal with the towers here from a bit of a distance. I wanted to try and take down this base, though. Here we go. Get over there. Ooh. And actually, there's a lot of units that are currently fighting over in this area. Was hoping that that would not be working out like this. But I think we got this engagement quite well taken care of. And there's gonna be another gold mine here to mine from as well. So I'm hoping that we're gonna be capable of doing this. There we go. Ooh.
Another earthquake. This can't be good. Our forces are under attack. More gold is required.
There's a lot of ships though. A lot of different bases will need to fight. And there's a lot of static defense over here as well. I wonder if I maybe needed a couple more units to try and deal with this. Having only a single expansion, right, makes it tricky. No, did Sephiron just go down? Oh no! Not Sephiron! Do you think we're gonna need him for the rest of this mission? I'm really not sure. I mean, at least we're killing this base. We're dealing with that. There's no denying I could have microed that better. You know what I can try and do? is nuke down all of the Tidal Guardians using my boats here instead. So they're gonna be a little bit of a pain to deal with. I'll back up right when I can towards these 2 transport ships. And whenever they counterattack, we'll use our units over here to fight them instead. Now, I'm secretly hoping that they're not gonna all be fighting my troop. Yeah, no, there we go. Very good. We'll just simply have to try and kill as many of these things as we can. Ooh. I'm gonna try and keep as many of my units alive here as well. There's actually a lot of these things. Gotta be careful as well with my engagement here. But as long as we keep some of these units up and running, and I guess I can resurrect a few as well to try and get a better engagement in. I should be capable of nuking down all of the static defense around their base and therefore take down the Naga a lot more easily. I hope. At least it makes sense. These battleships are by far the best though. They don't stay alive for nearly, or they stay alive for a pretty long time, but they're also not nearly as terrifying to, you know, put in the front, I guess. Now, apparently my frigates do get healed up as well, but they're very, very flimsy. They, like, die so very quickly. Alright, so here we go. Try and move onwards here. Nuke down this Tidal Guardian here next. Well, frigate does apparently end up falling. It's a little unfortunate. But I don't really need to fight all these, right? Okay, we gotta back up. We gotta back up. Maybe my plan isn't as perfect as I was hoping it would be. Okay, trying to intercept this dropship before it can drop off too many units. Very good. There's gotta be more incoming. But at least we can kill all of these just fine. I'll make sure to save once more. I'm gonna leave like nothing behind, by the way, which is kind of terrifying, but I guess I can queue up some of these units and I can repair that single tower as well. I'll make sure to save. And that will unload everything on the other end of the map. So you guys, please lead the charge. You as well, Sephiron. And please unload all of these things right over there. Now what I can do... Oh god. Is take down this last one is what I was gonna say. There we go. Which is pretty good, I guess. Maybe you guys should go into that ship for a little bit. For now, at least. There you go. You guys can pick up any intercepting ships as well. There we go. Pick up that ulti. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to get the Locust Swarm just yet. I'll get that Crip, or, you know, the passives instead. Just because it's a little tricky to use everything. I'll put the high HP one in front.
Another earthquake. This can't be good.
There we go. Let's raise some skeletons. And I guess we can unload. Oh no! Sephiron once again! Dang it! Sephiron, why would you leave? Okay, I guess that was totally on me. That was totally on me. Alright. Well, if you guys could please start participating in this fight too, that would be super awesome. My gold mine has collapsed. Not too happy to hear that. But as long as I can take over a new base here, I'm not gonna complain. I've got a lot of troops over here because of my skeletons as well. My necromancers are summoning like no tomorrow. That makes it difficult for the enemy AI to get over here. And with 4 of these meat wagons, I should be capable of killing these buildings very, very rapidly. Actually, you guys first off kill that one. And just please move over towards the one down south here instead. I guess I can shut down some of these things just like that too. No, calm down. There we go. I think eventually this base will die. I'm gonna need it to as well, because otherwise I have no income. I need to cancel that. Can I still build a gold mine? I can. Alright, good. Gold mines aren't that expensive, luckily. But I'm gonna need one, because otherwise I'm not gonna be capable of doing anything. So I'll actually already send my troops this way. And we'll start fighting. Oh man. Meanwhile, at home, A huge amount of forces have just randomly joined in. Not a whole lot I can do to increase that base. I guess I can recreate one Crypt Fiend? No, I'm just barely not going to be capable of doing that. Although it looks like we will be okay here. At least for now. We got a lot of lumber. So not all too worried about that. You guys just simply hang out over there. And in the meantime, just continue shooting down all of these things. Our town is still under attack, but we're dealing with it. We're taking care of it. This is a tricky mission. Very tricky mission indeed. But it's good. It's good. It's good fun. We're making progress. Killing the last of the Naga buildings. And I think with that, we have indeed managed to complete this mission. Well, not this mission. Not this mission, Lowko. But we have indeed managed to complete this part of the map. Maybe I should have even brought my ships on here. I think I could just simply bring my ships on here. In retrospect, that seems like the correct thing to do. Anyway, not gonna go back. This engagement took me plenty long enough. Alright, that's the gold mine. Whew. At least we obtained that one. We got a break through though for a little while longer. I wonder if it's even gonna be necessary for me to pick up the you know, all of the kills here. I may not even need to take down that base. Ooh, god. Apparently my ships have decided that they want to move up. Well, I did give them that assignment. Please heal him up, Arthas. Can you hit that? Well, I guess my Crypt Fiends can. So that's at least an advantage, but... You know what? I think it's time for us to take down these units here as well. I'm gonna have to rebuild a bunch of these things. But if I do, I'm gonna be capable of bringing these boats into my expansion, I guess is what we call this one. We can start taking down some of these buildings up north as well. There's a passageway that opened up over there, though. I wonder how much we need to take care of that one, and how much time we need to spend on killing that. There is actually a second expansion up here. That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely brilliant. Same shirt, but it's the next day. I've ended up securing the base right here in the top left corner. It turns out though that these missions take a little bit longer than I had anticipated. All of these missions start taking longer and longer and longer to complete. I think it's taken me about 2 hours or so on this one thus far. Regardless though, now that I've got 2 gold mines ready to go, I think it is time for me to go into high upkeep. Make sure that I max out on a whole lot of units, and of course, we're gonna have to make sure that I get myself a bunch more ships as well, just because they are awfully helpful. I'm also teching up right now towards the Black Citadel, so I can go ahead and make use of those units, but I think I'm gonna sit and idle for a little while at 80 food, at low upkeep, just so I can purchase myself some more ships, before moving onwards right here towards the top right corner, although actually, I may not actually be capable of doing a whole lot over there. With the ships that I've currently got. Regardless though, I'll save up here for a little while before engaging the red camp. By the way, I did return my heroes towards my main base just because the enemies are indeed still pushing from the red camp over towards my main, but they seem to be leaving my 2 expansions alone here, so you know, I'm just simply gonna hang out here for a little while. We'll make sure to, of course, also go up to 3 upgrades right now and just basically get as many of those as we can. I'll just queue them up. We'll spend a little bit of time just simply sitting back here. Well, scratch that. Apparently, they are going to be pushing from this area. I did not realize that. Alright, so here we go. That is that fight happening right now close to my expansion. I seem to be in an alright spot, though. Everything considered. Ooh, please don't target fire that down. But I think I'm gonna be capable of... man, at the very least, keeping most of these things alive. As long as I keep the gold mine up and running, I think everything else is just going to be fine. But there are quite a few troops here, though. More than I had anticipated. And I guess I'm gonna have to rebuild a bunch of these ziggurats. Because otherwise I'm gonna hit a supply block. Don't really want to deal with that. Now, so far, we are absolutely dealing with all of these things just fine. I should really prioritize their healers, I guess. But eventually, we'll be able to shut down these units here as well. And I think it's time for us to do a little bit of exploration. So I got 2 more ziggurats coming in. I am indeed getting myself some upgrades. I guess I can get that one as well. But now that I've got still that full control group worth of units,
My might cannot be matched.
I want to quickly check out what is going on here in the top right corner of the map. So before moving out, I'll make sure here to save. I guess I can save on Loco 4. I want to check out what's going on here in this top right corner, right over here. Because something broke off, and while it doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot there, I mean, it's better than nothing. Ooh, alright. Alright, getting myself some of these abominations as well. I would just simply get a bunch of upgrades. I probably... Do I want to go into high upkeep? We'll wait for a little bit. I wanna buy a couple more ships first, because they don't cost any supply. There's a whole lot of penguins over here, as well as Tusker. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really want to kill you. In particular, when you guys have got a beautiful little penguin farm. Oh, man. Do I really have to kill these people? I guess we have committed now. A lesser scroll of replenishment. Is that really the only reason why this is here? Because it's really not the most exciting thing in the world. It regenerates 250 hit points on 100 mana of the hero and nearby friends. It's a pretty good scroll, I guess, but there must be some sort of Easter egg hidden, or an Easter egg hidden somewhere here. I can't imagine that this is the only thing. So I just brought all of my troops over towards my expansions. I've got a whole lot of units here. That is 100 supply worth of stuff. And I think it's time for us to push towards the red base now as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure if we can just simply walk over there. But I guess there's only one proper way to find out. I don't even know if I need to take down this base, to be honest, because it's kind of out of the way. No, it doesn't seem like I actually need to even go over there. Let's give it a try. See if I can just simply go towards the top left corner here instead. I don't know if it's going to be possible, though. I've got an awful lot of units. A lot of stuff. I got a couple of these abominations now here as well. This may just be some additional strength, though, that I can pick up here along the way. Maybe some items or maybe some experience. I'm not sure. Or maybe this will actually loop back around towards the top left. I wouldn't be opposed to that idea either. Anyway, Arthas, you're kind of dumb. You take way too much damage. And I actually think that this very much so may be a way of getting towards the top left corner, though. There's once again a road leading up. Oh god, Arthas. Arthas, no! Arthas, you're flimsy for a level 6... Oh, actually, I was gonna say a level 10 hero. But he's no longer a level 10 hero. Get to the back, Arthas. You're not allowed in the front anymore. Except for a healing. You're now a glorified healer. Is that what you wanted? It's okay. Quite a few troops here, though. I wonder if we're gonna be in any trouble here if they decide to counterattack right now. Regardless, we can pick up a rune of mana. Put Arthas in the back once again. Don't worry about it, Arthas. I actually think I may very well unhotkey you for the time being. Man, so many units here, though. And just simply push onwards just like this. Now, I'll go ahead and counter, or rather, raise some more dead here as well on any of these corpses available. I'm trying to spawn here as many units as I can as well, while using Arthas in the back to primarily just simply heal people up. Now, there is a fountain of health here, so I guess I could potentially push Arthas a little closer to that. I'm trying to keep as many of these units alive here as well. Of course, his unholy aura is still very helpful. But you know what? I think I may very well be able to simply push towards the top left corner here. I got a lot of units. I'm still adding on as much as I can as well. But considering I got the meat wagons in range now too, I think I may very well be able to continue onwards. I don't know if I'm gonna have to do... or if I'm gonna have to pick up any boats here. Ugh. No, that's a waterfall. Can't quite go there yet. Oh man, so many units! I wonder if I should have considered taking out the base of the elves first. I guess I've committed right now into not doing that. But I'm gonna be in some trouble here. In particular... oh man, in particular, if the red camp decides to counterattack right now. Because they've got like nothing to really do against that. And of course, we still have a lot of units. We're still making progress as far as this fight goes as well. We demand additional lumber? Really? Oh, hold up. I guess I can... Oh god, actually my my single ghoul apparently needs to do a whole lot of traveling. But still, we're pushing. There's probably gonna be one massive fight up ahead though. And I know that I'm on a timer here, right? I know I'm on a timer here. Which is simply that red base counter-attacking here at some point. Now maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe I don't even need to worry about it. I still got a lot of units here.
What is yours? No one orders me around.
Man.
Our forces are under attack. What is it now? No one orders me around. Frostborn.
Okay, just pushing onwards. Making a bunch of stuff at home as well. There's a level 10 Nerubian Queen. But I think we're going to be capable of dealing with that one. At least for now. And we're pushing. Still pushing. I can animate some dead here as well. Put some of those in our favor. We can shut down the queen for a little while. But considering I just simply have a sheer amount of numbers, right? I've just got simply so many units. I'm not opposed to this idea here at all. I've got a lot of animate dead. I can do a lot of damage just like that. And while the queen is very powerful, he's taken care of here as well. Sadly, I guess that my units there will end up falling. But considering my two heroes are still alive, and I believe that those are the only two that I actually need to send towards that corner of the map. Feeling pretty confident. Okay, you guys head over there. Now, I'm obviously gonna lose my expansion here, right? Which is unfortunate. I don't know how many dragons there's gonna be over here. We're very close, though. Yeah, so these Nerubians split into smaller Nerubians, rather.
What is it now? Speak.
Oh god. A level 15?
Our forces are under attack. Speak.
Please tell me I've got enough units here.
Summon more.
Come on, please tell me I've got enough units here. Hold on, I'm gonna say it once again. Because we are very close to, like, obtaining the victory. It's just that there's a lot of units here up ahead as well that we'll still need to take out. I could go back right now to the healing fountain and be alright, I guess, in that regard. I have to try and get some more mana here on Arthas, ideally, though, so I can animate dead. Alright, it's time to go. I guess I should probably go ahead and use my meat wagons here, too. I don't know if I'm gonna be capable of using... Oh, I can't use that. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Nope, that's a waste. But still, right? I could even just simply bypass all of these units and go from there. I mean, sure, this may not be perfect, but as long as my heroes are alive and I'm gonna be capable of killing this dude, I may have lost one of my bases, but we did manage to break through and kill all of the Nerubians. Nice! Even completed the bonus objective.
You're certain we can reach the glacier through these tunnels?
Nothing is certain, Death Knight. The ruins will be perilous, but it's worth the risk.
All right, let's go.
Whew. So I was making the assumption I needed to take out the red base as well, but it turns out it really wasn't necessary here whatsoever, because there was another base in the top left corner that we could still be mining from as well. Now, of course, there's still a handful of missions remaining as well, so if you haven't already, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as those go live. And other than that, I want to thank you very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.